Hey, welcome back everyone for some more Spyro Enter the Dragonfly for the PlayStation 2, as we continue on through Dragonfly Dojo. And now we're gonna get to this area where there's a couple of the ninja Riptocs plus that tall one with the staff. Don't let them intimidate you. As long as you take them out one at a time, this should be no problem. Man, this stage is beautiful. I know I said that before, but I just love the whole motif of this place. It's a nice calm area too, you know. Yeah, there's enemies, but at the same time the music and that makes you feel like you're just starting on a journey, but at the same time though, it's not like you're in any kind of immediate peril. As you can see me using my red analog stick once again. Yes, I hear you right there, I'll take care of you. But yeah, always be on the lookout for any gems. Now this next area can be a little tricky, but if you're used to how Spyro works and then if you get used to the controls, this shouldn't be any issue. Make sure you get the chest here. Of course, these enemies look much more intimidating than what they actually are. Just gotta be real careful here. I know sometimes the controls like to get laggy, so that's actually easier said than done there, but as long as you're careful. I'm not ready to rescue that Dragon Master just yet. There's still a little bit of work to do. I like how nice that sky looks in the background too. I don't know why I'm noticing that while I'm getting this treasure here, but... And here we go, here's the next Dragon Master.
You are a dragon wise beyond your years. May the dragon spirits guide you on your way.
The voice of that dragon kind of puts me in mind of Master Splinter's voice on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 a little bit. But before we continue on, let's visit Moneybags.
Ah, Spyro. In trouble again, I see. What a surprise. Dragons in danger or something like that? Well, you'll have to pay me 200 gems to cross this mighty large chasm to reach any of the other dojos. Although I may be practicing compassion, money still has my soul.
Unfortunately, you do not have a choice here. You have to pay him the money.
Thanks, Spyro. These gems are music to my ears and will do wonders as inspiration for my poetry. Look, Spyro, even I know some magic when properly motivated.
I wonder if anybody's ever told Moneybags that money isn't everything. Oh well. As long as he's helping us out, I suppose, but doesn't make him any less of a weasel. Of course, he was introduced in Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, and he wasn't very much likable there either. As you can see there's another frozen Dragon Master that we have to rescue, but first, gotta handle all these gems here and take out any enemies. Over across this chasm is another part of the level which we'll get to soon enough, but gotta handle this part first. Of course, there's enemies right there too. Once again, making sure that you're getting everything here, that way you don't have to backtrack. You'd think for their size, those Riptocs would be much more of a challenge. Don't worry, Grasshopper, I didn't forget about you. The Ninja Riptoc right there. Just gotta get this treasure before I free this Dragon Master. And here we go.
Good work, Spyro-san. Those Riptocs don't seem to be much of a challenge for you. Perhaps you should contemplate a career as a dragon sensei. It could be your density. I mean, your destiny. Now, I will open that gate. That, it appears, is my density. I mean, destiny, Spyro.
Oh, I love that wordplay there. Density and destiny are actually anagrams in each other, and I just love how I threw that in there. Especially from a wise old dragon like that. Now, is it just me, or did the voice actor for that dragon master sound a lot like Ken Watanabe? I'm beginning to wonder if it wasn't him. Which, I don't remember seeing him in the credits, but, and see here, I'm getting ready to glide over here. And of course, there's a dragonfly here, is a pain in the neck to get. Speaking of voice actors, you know, I have a confession to make. Whenever I first heard that Tom Kenny was going to take over his voice as Spyro in Spyro 2's Ripto's Rage, I wasn't quite happy at first because I really like Carlos Alazraki's rendition of Spyro, the way he managed to do that role in that. But the more I heard Tom Kenny do this voice, the more I began to like it, and I actually prefer his voice over Carlos Alazraki's because he has that bit of maturity about his voice, which, as the games go along, Spyro does get more mature as we get to meet this little fellow.
I've been trying to climb this bonsai tree all day. There's something shiny up there, and I just know it's the kite I lost last summer. Can you save my kite, Mr. Spyro? That tree is so hard to climb. Maybe there's another way to reach the kite. Oh, it sure is hot out here.
Much like with our encounter with Rusty, we really can't do anything here, I'm afraid, but, trying to get this dragonfly here. Here we go.
Hey, it's Dawn!
Wasn't too bad, I suppose, but still a pain in the neck to get. But, going back to what I was saying before, you know, I really prefer Tom Kenny's voice of Spyro over Carlos Alazraki's. And funny enough, Carlos Alazraki and Tom Kenny did the voices of Rocco and Heifer respectively on Rocco's Modern Life, which was actually one of my favorite cartoons when I was a kid. As you can see, I open up that bottle there, releasing the extra life butterfly, but yeah, I think it's cool how they managed to do that, and, but yeah, I really appreciate the job that Tom Kenny did, bringing that little bit of maturity to Spyro, as Spyro matured throughout the games. Just gotta collect a little bit of treasure here, making sure I don't forget anything. And once you do, just climb into this vortex here, and it'll take you back to where Moneybags is. The good thing is, once you pay Moneybags at 200 gems, then he won't ask you for it again, he just keeps the platforms up for you. But could you imagine spending 200 gems every time you have to cross here? Man, Moneybags would wipe you out after a while. But yeah, just be real careful with these floating gems. Make sure you time your jumps correctly. Just gonna take care of this Rip Clock here. And here's Zoe, welcome sight, as I equip my bubble breath here to try to capture this dragonfly. Which, get over here! Ah, pain in the neck.
Hey, it's Cinder!
I actually didn't have too bad of a time there, which I find kind of shocking, considering the bubble breath's lousy hit detection. Cool thing is I get to go back here to get anything that I missed. That waterfall is actually pretty right there. Zoe keeps on zapping me. Which luckily doesn't hurt. She's only there to help you. And her help is much needed, especially if you get in later levels where there's some serious platforming going on, considering less than perfect controls in that. But, as you can see, there's another challenge portal, and that's where we're gonna stop here, so thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will see you guys again next time.